Now for something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and Facet. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe. Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Oh my goodness. St. Petersburg, Florida. Anybody out there that has a dog, I think we need to have a discussion about proper etiquette of where you bring your dogs. I have sat back and been incredibly nice and said, hey, it's man's best friend or women's best friend, whatever gender you identify as. But it has reached the point where I am noticing, oh, you find this sound effect annoying? This is what they sound like in public. It has reached the point, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, where people cannot go anywhere without their dog. They go to kava bars, and if it's a successful person, the dog behaves. If it's a dirtbag, the dog is kind of a brat. I'm learning that about dogs. That if you're a successful person, you're going to train your dog. If you're a loser, your dog's going to suck. But it reached a new breaking point for me because I'm 6'9", and I've had canvassing jobs where I've gone door to door, so dogs don't always like me. Nice dogs do with successful people. But recently, I was at my pool at my apartment. There's a community pool, and clearly on the sign of rules at the pool, like it says, don't be here after dark, no more than this amount of people, and one of them says no dogs. And his dirtbag that was covered in tattoos, who probably just got released from prison, goes, oh, I'm going to bring my dog. So I often am in a bit of a quarrel, I think that's the word, whenever I'm in the pool, because I want to swim laps and get it over with. But people want to play in the pool, so a lot of times I'm swimming around people, and it's not my pool, so that it doesn't bother me. But this dude brings his dog in, and the dog's running up and down the pool as I'm swimming, and he's like, don't worry, bro, nothing's going to happen. My dog's innocent, man. And I just look at him and I keep swimming. Well, all of a sudden, it was like a pug mixed with a pit bull. It was like an intimidating dog. Kind of cute, but kind of a douchebag, like most dogs. The dog jumps in the water and tries to get at me and starts barking at me. And then the dog starts to like freak out because it's in like 10-foot water. And I just kept swimming. It has reached a breaking point. All right, enough of the dog sound effects. It has reached a breaking point. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the gallery, your dog doesn't need to go everywhere at all times. Are you that afraid of being alone, or if you're a dude, are you that desperate to pick up a girl that you think at every second of the day your dog must always be with you? And then the other problem is if you're in a place where another dog comes and it's a small little dog and you got a douchebag as the person owning it so they don't train it, and then the dog gets all territorial. It's like it's not even your place. Oh, it drives me nuts. I look at my little cat, my sweet Luna. She's 6 years old. She's white with a little bit of black. Looks like a cow mixed with a bunny and a cat. And she's just the most perfect animal. And I go, you might be annoying when there's a hurricane and you meow over and over again, but there's nothing better than this. Yeah, oh sure. She sounds more coherent than our president. Oh sure, what's going on? She almost died 4 years ago, and I had to create a GoFundMe for all the listeners that helped us gather $2,500. I was living in the ghetto, And she got out of my house and went underneath. This was like November 3rd, 2020. It was like right around the election. And she ate a lizard and almost died. So this was me picking her up on Thanksgiving. Oh, sure. Got it. And I remember when they dropped her off to me, they looked out of breath because she was in an emergency vet / hospital for animals. And they're like, and I'm like, what's up? As they're putting the cat in my car, she was in like the cage or whatever. And they're like, she's very vocal. Whenever we go on road trips, like if I'm having to evacuate, because I'm literally in the part where hurricanes hit St. Pete, I'm in like section A, so I always have to leave. And whenever we go on road trips, it's just that over and over. Sounds like the noise that was coming from my bedroom the other night. Yeah. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. There's sometimes I'm having fun with another woman in my house. And the next day I walk out, it's like noon, I slept in, and the neighbor looks at me and it's like, you had fun last night.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Frustrated singles are breaking up with dating apps.
This morning, we are talking about the growing trend of frustrated singles breaking up with dating apps.
I officially broke up with it because the problem is I've been on and off of them for 10 years. And when I was the age of the current Gen Z 9 years ago, all of the pretty millennials were looking for a relationship and kids. And I've been in 2 serious relationships and I wish them the best. But a lot of them are now married or in relationships. So when you're single like me, 30 going on 31, and you're talking to people that weren't alive during 9/11, they're going to ghost on you, and that's fine. I get it. You think you're going to be in your prime forever. You think you're going to be pretty forever. And then you go on a date with a girl that's like 35 and yeah, she looks good, but she got a few wrinkles. It doesn't bother me. I like older women, but.
Last year, Americans downloaded dating apps more than 36 million times. That is down 16% from 2020.
I think the biggest problem, I saw a video about dating apps that really changed the way I look at dating apps. It was genius. It said that the problem is, and I don't like rating people by looks. I give myself an 8.5. I'm so handsome. But there's people on there that are 10s out of 10s that are just looking to get their rocks off, that are just looking to get laid. And what happens is they swipe right on everybody. Whenever I do use them, I swipe right on everybody just because it's a circus. You might get a transgender person. You might get a 10 out of 10. You might get an OnlyFans star looking for an actor, which I would never do porn, anything. But the problem is the 10 out of 10s, specifically the guys, are looking to get laid. That's why they're on it. Oh, you're going to find a real relationship on dating apps. I mean, it does happen, but about like 20% of the time it happens. Here's what I'm saying. And a lot of times it leads to millennial divorce because I've seen it. The problem is the 10 out of 10 guys, the ones that got the boats, the ones that got the money in the mansions and can take a girl to a steakhouse every night. What happens is they swipe right on everybody, and a girl that would never be even approached by that guy at a bar all of a sudden matches with that guy. So they're getting matches with all these guys that 10 years ago before dating apps would have never looked at them, would have never even thought about talking to them. And then your typical everyday average Joe that would have picked up that girl 10, 15 years ago is kind of crap out of luck. And the other thing that I find funny is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls out there, I have some dating advice for you. Because I've been on a lot of dates and my body count's incredibly high for, I'm not talking myself down, but for losing my V card at 21. I don't like bragging, but I've done well. Being 6'9" and being whatever I am in radio does help. But here's the thing. I would notice if I ever had a friend of benefits, I had this thing in my 20s where I thought I was the only guy they were talking to. Oh boy, was I wrong. Here's what happens. I'm going to explain it to you guys. What happens is, if you're out and about and the girl isn't really promoting that she's with you, like she doesn't have to say, oh, that guy's my boyfriend. But if she's taking a picture at the bar or saying, hey, there's a few examples. Number one, hey, can you take a picture of me at this bar? She's looking for a new picture for the profile on the dating app or to show the other guys she's talking to what she's doing. And B, whenever a girl doesn't involve you, that's because there are other guys looking at her Instagram story that are literally going, what is she doing right now? She's not getting back to me. And if a girl's ever on her phone and looking at how many people viewed her story after she posted the picture, that's because she's going, did this person that I like, that I hooked up with last night that took me to Burns Steakhouse, did he view what I'm doing? And the other thing is, if a girl says, oh, I'm too busy tonight to hang out, and then let's say she has a middle-class job, like maybe it makes 40, 50K, but all of a sudden she's at a concert that would be expensive, or she's at a steakhouse that would be expensive, or anything where it looks like the man would pay, and she takes a picture of the meal, but not who she's with. Yeah, she's sleeping around. It's common sense, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I had that happen for me. I remember I'm 30, and this girl was like 34, 35. She looked like a trashy version of Sammy's sweetheart. She was not over her ex, and we hooked up about 5 times. It's about 6, 7 months ago. She's really hot. Even like when we're walking out and about, people would recognize me because of who I am, blah, blah, blah. And they'd be like, wow, she's really good looking. A few things happened. It's a funny, funny tale. First of all, we're walking downtown, and I was like, oh, yeah, I had this one crazy date one time. And she goes, oh, you don't have to be afraid to tell me. I know we're dating other people. And I was like, yeah, when you're dating, you're obviously most likely talking to other people unless you are in like an exclusive relationship. But like when a girl says that, that means she's sleeping around. That means when you're laying at home wondering why she hasn't opened up your Snapchat message in 4 hours, she's hooking up with another dude. And the sooner that you admit that, the better. Another example. If a girl tells you when she's drunk, if she tells you everything that has happened in her previous relationships and it's a repeatable cycle, where it's like, oh yeah, we begin by being like really hot and into each other, and then I quit having sex for the last 6 weeks, and she can't go 4 months without a relationship at the maximum, sometimes 3 weeks. If there's a trail of this happening over and over again, it's going to happen to you. Do you think you're any better than that? Nope. I'm just telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, I am the authority on all things dating. I can't speak for any other gender, but as a heterosexual, as a male, I like that heterosexual, as a male, a heterosexual, or as the LGBTQ plus community calls it, cis male. As whatever you want to call me, I can only speak on that. Another thing, if you're hooking up with a girl and she's beginning to use teeth or just kind of starting to hurt you a little bit, and it feels like she's not the best at it, she's good. Getting laid is like eating pizza. You can have 7-Eleven pizza and it's still good, or you can have the best pizza. It's good. If you don't talk to her for 6 months and then she hits you up and wants to hook up, and all of a sudden a lot of the things in bed that she wasn't the best at, that all of a sudden she's a little more kinkier or a little more skilled, or not using teeth anymore, if you catch my drift, she's been practicing on other guys. Mm-hmm. It's common sense. But it's just funny because Gen Z, I'm not hating on the younger generation, because I'm actually a mix of millennial and Gen Z. Both of my girlfriends were Gen Z, and I was born in 93, and then like 91 and 98 is Zillennial. And I love when you bring up demographics and different generations to other people, and they try to act like it's so hard. It's really not. 1950 to 1964 to 1966, 67 is Boomer. 1968 through 1980, 81 is Gen X. And then you have a little bit of the crossover. 66 to 70 is a Boomer / Gen X. 79 through 82 is zillennial, Gen X and millennial, and then 83 through 97 is millennial, and 91 through 97 is a zillennial, Gen Z and millennial, and then Gen Z is 2000, about 97 through 2010, and then 2010 through 2024 is Generation Alpha, which is going to be the douchiest generation with that name, and then Generation Beta is people born right now through 2040. There you go. I did it for you. Anybody that's lazy will tell you it's so hard to figure out what generation I am. A lot of times it's the older boomers that saved all their money and are out of touch. And you go, yeah, don't worry, you're a boomer. Mm-hmm. One time I had a boss who was like 44 years old, but aged like he was 80. And I looked at him and he's like, I was born in 1980. I'm like, bro, you look old.
Dating coach Damona Hoffman is the author of F the Fairy Tale, and she is the host of the podcast Dates and Mates. She says an increasing number of her clients are feeling what she calls dating app burnout, which is stress.
I'm there. By the way, it is okay. It is absolutely, positively okay to be burnt out from dating, but if you're putting that much effort into it, you're letting the other person win. You're letting external things bother your internal.
Stress and fatigue caused by all that endless swiping. Users, they are taking to social media to air their grievances.
All right.
Am I delusional to think that I will meet someone organically? I'm
Yeah, because no one talks to each other in person.
so tired of like dating apps.
This won't surprise anybody, but basically I just went on lots of different dates that sometimes went slightly somewhere but never really went terribly anywhere.
Dating apps are
Yeah, because you're boring to talk to with that monotone voice.
no longer for dating. Men have just turned dating apps into like an easier way to access convenient sex.
I feel like most people.
I love how the algorithms like clean out the word sex and like murder and porn. Like those are just parts of life. And this woman has it all figured out. Mm-hmm.
Easier way to access convenient sex.
I feel like
So she's saying that it's convenient for us to get laid through dating apps. Wow. I'm so proud of you for figuring that out. And don't act like girls don't do it as well. They're laying at home, sick of using their vibrator. They're like, who can I hit up tonight?
like most people on dating apps use the app as like an ego boost, and they don't
Especially if you're like a hot girl that comes from money. If you're like a hot ass blonde.
actually care about going out on a date or meeting up with someone.
Or if you're a hot chick that's broke, because you used all your money on a bunch of makeup, you're using it for a free meal.
Only thing that you have to go off of is their looks and like the first thing or two that they say to you. And I feel like that has caused so much pressure to like come up with some one-liner and be snarky and funny and like
I'm bland when I'm on there. I go, hey, what's up? How are you? And a lot of times whenever I've matched with girls, they're like, you're so different. Guys are like, hey, do you want to F or whatever? I'm like, man, no one's got game anymore. I'm not saying I'm like a baller, but
serious. And no one can be that all the time. And honestly,
it's a lot of pressure. Damona Hoffman joined.
all right, now there's 4.5 minutes of this video of people talking about dating apps. Let's listen to this interview. Maybe there's info on here, or maybe I should go to break.
Joins us now. Damona, good morning. We hear all that frustration out there. You say that dating app burnout is at an all-time high. How did we get here? This has been the primary way that people have met people.
We got here because this is a new phenomenon. It wasn't around in 2012. It began around 2014, 2015. Another thing, and that's completely fine what I'm about to say. Women now want to be their own bosses and make their own money, which is beautiful. I think it's fine. But the days of having money and that leading to you getting laid is out of style. That's the other thing.
Others for such a long time now.
Yes, I actually met my own husband online. So I know firsthand how it can be frustrating, but it also can be the best opportunity to expand your dating pool. But the way that people are...
All right, we're not going to play this clip. I want to wrap it up by saying this. First of all, you ever hooked up with somebody after meeting them 6 hours prior and you're like, when I woke up this morning, I didn't know who you were. That's always weird. But here's the last thing. A lot of times when I go to kava bars, I'm personally single, and I actually think I'm going to be single forever. I just don't see myself getting into another relationship. I don't know. I wish my last 2 girlfriends nothing but the best. But I fell in love so hard. That I don't want to deal with the, not rejection, but you get so attached to somebody that it's almost like withdrawals, and it's not healthy. It's not normal. They're just another random person that's going to die and have poops in the morning and during the day. You know what I'm saying? You get so attached to somebody. And I know that's love, but it's just, and do you look at the older couples that are like been together for 50 years that don't like each other? They hate the younger generations because we're picky, because we know that we have one life and we make the most out of it. It's common sense. But here's the last thing. I know the word beta male sounds really douchey. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times people will vent to me. They feel like I'm somebody they can open up to. So I like to think I know a lot of things from living a crazy 30, going on 31 years on this planet. 30 years and 10 months. And the overall thing I'm hearing from a lot of guys in their mid-30s is, oh, I want to get married. I want to have kids. Da, 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 da. It's not really a thing anymore. For me, it's not, because I got a vasectomy, so I can't have kids. But what I'm saying is, when you put so much power into finding that girl, like with my last relationship, it was very public. Everyone knew about it. Everyone, blah, 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 blah. I wish her nothing but the best. I don't think she wishes me anything of the best, but I truly wish her nothing but the best. If anybody listening knows her, I wish her nothing but the best. It's okay. Breakups happen. Here's the thing. Before I met her, I was so desperate. I hadn't been laid in a year. I just was like, oh my God, she's hot, blah, blah, blah. And I painted a picture in my mind of what I wanted her to be. Now, I'm not trashing that person or my last two girlfriends. They just weren't a match for me. Whoever they're going to date next or whatever, that's fine. Hopefully they're better matches. But guys get so desperate that when they date somebody, especially someone that's really good looking, they start to paint the picture in their head. Oh, I'm going to have the house where I mow the lawn and I have kids and she makes me breakfast. And you really got to be careful. You really got to be careful about falling in love, because it's literally a drug. Now, the way I got over my breakup was this video. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that are going through breakups. A lot of relationships began in the beginning of COVID. This is from Jocko Willink and Echo Charles. How to get over breakups and betrayal. I'll play about 2 minutes.
Move on. Straight up, move on. Okay. Forget them. They are lying.
Yeah, they are.
And they are untrustworthy. So move on. Now, sometimes this can be hard, especially if they've somehow tied themselves into your life. Yeah. Especially, like, for instance, you get the kids involved in it.
Yeah, get a vasectomy, boys. You can always get it reversed.
Divorce scenario, you can't move on, but you have to mentally move on. You have to emotionally detach from that human, and that's hard to do because obviously they were someone that you trusted.
This is the big part right here.
And the reason I know that you trusted them is because they got to a point where they were able to betray your trust and destroy you. So it's hard. But the fact that you trusted them, the fact that you had that relationship.
Oh, talk to me, Jocko.
That's even more reason to walk away. It's even more reason to move on. You got to see them.
For what?
For
I've watched this a million times.
What they are.
Here it comes.
And this is an important piece right here. This is an important piece.
If there's anything that you need to listen to on the first 24 minutes and 20 seconds of this show, it's what this Jocko guy is about to say.
This is something I learned as a young...
You ready?
...lad out there in the world. That person is not who you thought they were.
Yeah.
Right? They are not who you thought they were.
What is it?
Idea that this person was a trustworthy, faithful companion is not true. It is not true.
Why?
That person does not exist. They didn't exist and they don't exist. It was in your head. It was in your head that this person was trustworthy and they were everything you wanted them to be and they were a faithful companion. That is a lie.
Happy Hour. Happy Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
All right. Just felt like playing that for you. I feel like playing a pump-up song. Now, I say this before every single song because I got to talk to people like they haven't heard it the first time. If you don't feel like listening, you can skip forward 4 minutes, but I pick really good songs. Here is, I want to get a pump-up song. That makes everybody go crazy. Here is Chicken Wing by DJ Solo. If you don't want to listen, skip forward 3 minutes.
Hey, what it is? I go by the name Solo, and I got a new dance for the Midwest.
The Associates.
We call this here the chicken wine. I don't do no bird walk, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. I don't do no stanky leg, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. I don't do no bird walk, no, I do my chicken wine. Get that thing up on the floor, cause block gon' smash up in this thing. Shorty over there, she getting it, man. Shorty over there, she getting it too. Right hand up, while your left leg down. Little mama, show me what that booty do. Bet you can't do it like me, hell no. Bet you can't do it like her, hell no. Bet you can't do the chicken wing like me in the VIP when the DJ turn this sound. I don't do no bird walk, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. I don't do no stanky leg, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. I don't do no bird walk, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. I don't do no stanky leg, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. When I'm in the club, you know I do my chicken wine. I love doing my chicken wine like I love eating chicken wine. First you take your right leg, then you start to wiggle. Start to wiggle, you take your arms, move around just like a chicken. Just like that, now you make a circle when your legs get to wobbling. And then you feel the bass, then your head start to knock. Chicken wine, I don't do no bird walk, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. I don't do no stanky leg, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. I don't do no bird walk, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. I do my chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. Yeah, you know my name, yeah. Solo in this thing. Solo. I do my thing, I make it bang, I do my chicken wine. That's right. I'm going off that Bacardi, I feel it in my body. When the song come on, shorty gon' get gone, let's get loose in this party. Go right, to the left, to the left, to the right. Go up, now down, turn around, that's right. Now pause for a second and just look up in the sky. Now do your chicken wine, that's how we do it in the show. I don't do no bird walk, I do my chicken wine. Oh, sure. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. What is it? I don't do no stanky leg. Oh, yeah. Chicken wine. Stanky leg, 2009 reference. Chicken wine, chicken wine. I don't do no bird walk, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine, chicken wine. I don't do no stanky leg, I do my chicken wine. Chicken wine, chicken wine. Oh, yeah. Chicken wine, chicken wine. You know what it is.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Oh, sure. This following segment has been brought to you by the best kava and kratom around. When I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that Mitra-9.com, Mitra9, is the best around. I'm a man of my words. Kava and kratom has changed my life forever. I was an underrated, low-key alcoholic. I used to get drunk all the time in social situations because I didn't like myself. And I thought I needed to. Well, guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in the gallery, kava and kratom is the way to go. So here's how this works. Go to mitra-9.com, MITRA-9.com, and at checkout, when you use the keyword Hoppe, H-O-P-P-E, not H-O-P-P-Y, because I see people spell my name that way. No, H-O-P-P-E, you can save 20% on the best kava and kratom around. This is also being brought to you by the best Delta 8 and CBD around. The best honey, that is. DZBZHoney.com. Are you looking to find something that makes you sink into the couch? Maybe you can't afford currently a medical card, but you want to get high. DZBZHoney.com. And at checkout, use keyword Hoppe, HOPPE, to save 20%. Now, here's Handbook with Late Night Drive. Sing it to me, boys, real quick. What is it? What does that mean? What happens? Let the beat drop. This song's so relaxing. It's Handbook with Late Night Drive. It's too late, babe. All right, here's the deal. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour right after this.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe. This is an official broadcast. Check out RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Listen to Hoppe Hour at any time, anywhere. Search Hoppe Radio on all major streaming platforms.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
And now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Now, I don't try to get too political on the show, but I love bashing Joe Biden. I'll bash Trump too, because I'm not voting. And I know that triggers a lot of people. Get that over it.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Joe Biden insists he's staying in the 2024 race. Go take a nap and retire, old douchebag. And try to figure out how to save your deadbeat, drug-addicted, sex-addicted loser of a son. I've often said the man's son represents the father. And you look at Hunter Biden, not too good. Like, I know Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump and Ivanka are probably corrupted as well, but they know how to dress appropriately, and if they are smoking crack with hookers, it's not on film. Do you hear that pathetic attempt at a chant? 4 more years. If there was a way to describe his legacy as a president, it would be this energy. 4 more years. 4 more years. Now, I don't like Trump either, but at the Trump rallies, it's much more energetic. Even the fan base of Joe Biden, while he watches fireworks, can't get excited. 4 more years. Hear this. And there's Kamala and her cuck of a husband. Everybody talks about Donald Trump hooking up with Stormy Daniels while she was, while his wife was pregnant. But nobody talks about the fact that Kamala Harris ruined a marriage with the mayor of San Francisco. I believe it was Willie Brown in the 90s as a side chick. Yeah, our vice president is a side chick. You know, she's not using teeth.
Carrying on a summer celebration with his campaign facing crisis. A renewed pledge from President Biden that he's staying in the race.
Yay! It's like Special Ed from Crank Anchors, good Jim Florentine. Yay!
Got me, man.
Yay!
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, we know. You're a douchebag. You're a power-hungry loser. You're a deadbeat dad. Your marriage with Jill began on you cheating on your wife. Or she was cheating on her husband with Joe. Look it up. Yeah, Jill Biden, you know, and her whole elder abuse.
Mm-hmm. And that means today is no ordinary day for the president.
Why?
Heading to Wisconsin for a very public test, a rally, and a high-stakes on-camera interview. knew this.
There's this thing I've noticed. I saw it on Twitter. I noticed that during the day that Joe Biden has energy, and there's literally something, I don't know if it's because of dementia, but on Twitter they're saying between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is when he's his most alert. So of course he's going to do that. Of course they're having the interview during the day.
This morning, the campaign announcing an aggressive travel schedule and $50 million paid media blitz.
I'm glad all this money is going to help this loser, deadbeat, brain dead, moronic dementia patient of a president get money. You think about all the money they spend. They got the $30 million at that Hollywood kiss-ass show about 2-3 weeks ago with Jack Black and Obama and everybody. Then you get $50 million here. Think about how much that could help, like Hollywood, or not Hollywood, but Los Angeles with all the homeless people. Anything. It's such a waste of money. It's why I'm not voting.
Biden allies say today's events are a critical step.
He's got to show it. He's got to get out there, show the sustained.
This is Debbie Dingell, the Democrat from Michigan.
Strength and take it on.
She kind of looks like Jill Biden, like a washed up hag of a boomer woman.
Head on.
After the debate that shook his candidacy, any public appearance by the president is drawing scrutiny, including this radio interview airing yesterday.
This is great. I thought this was AI. Honestly, whenever this brain dead moron speaks, I think this is AI. And I saw this on Twitter, and I could not believe this was real. This is the free leader of the world. The guy all the Democrats want to vote for. Well, not anymore. You ready? You know there's like a before and after moment? Like before COVID, before 9/11, before the death of your grandma. Where like you're a different person before and after. I like to say this explanation as like a joke. Remember this moment right now, before you hear this clip. This was Joe Biden on the radio.
By the way, I'm proud to be, as I said, the first vice president, first black woman to serve with a black president.
I'm proud to be, as I said, the first vice president, the first black woman to serve with a black president.
I'm proud to be the first black woman in the Supreme Court.
Yeah, and then you got the kiss-ass losers. That's the problem. All his interviews are kiss-asses. They're all liberals that are trying to help him win. Like, I'm not going to even watch this kiss-ass reporting of George Stephanopoulos interviewing him. Everybody's trying to help him win. You're all peasants. You're all cucks to Joe Biden. Think about that. You're whipped by a brain-dead dementia patient.
Campaign responded to coverage, calling it absurd, saying it's abundantly clear the president was talking about his record of running mates and appointments.
That's not what we heard. How are you supposed to take that from this?
With a black president, I'm proud to
Let me rewind right here. They're just defending him. And all the loser liberals that are so rich that have money so the inflation doesn't affect them, they think this is normal. Can you imagine if Trump said this?
Airing yesterday.
By the way, I'm proud to be, as I said, the first vice president, first black woman.
I didn't know he identified as a woman.
With a black president. I'm proud to be the first black woman in the Supreme Court.
He's the worst. All the liberals out there. You got like John Legend rooting for him. Like, fuck you, John Legend. Your wife's a bitch too. You're a bitch too. You're all cucks.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
That's as political as we're getting. I mean, all the Republicans out there. That's why Trump is good. No, Trump's just coherent. He's not good. He's a loser. He's a racist and a sexist. And anybody that defends him is a racist or sexist. And cheats on their wife. Oh, but he reads the Bible. He doesn't even know any Bible verses. Idiots. He held a Bible upside down. Everyone's like, look, he's religious. It's all propaganda, you morons. Speaking of this moron.
JoJo Siwa is clapping back at the haters.
Again, this is another just pretentious Gen Z girl. If you have to clap back at the haters, I'm sorry to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but the haters are winning.
During her Pride concert in New York City on June 29th, the Karma singer pauses her performance to address members of the crowd that booed her.
Boo! I'd be booing too. I bet a lot of it was heterosexual guys that are going with their bisexual girlfriend.
videos circulating on social media, JoJo can be seen yelling into her microphone, "Who the living just booed me? Where the did that come from?"
Again, another one of those brats. Nobody can be a hater of me. I'm so perfect. I'm so wonderful.
Which one of you? And though the 21-year-old wasn't able to identify the culprit, she did say, quote, "Respectfully, you." And this is not the first time JoJo shut down the hater.
Here's the thing. If you're having to respond to haters by saying that, then you are a nothing more and a nothing less than an insecure brat. If you have haters, that's actually a good thing. And when you respond to haters, you're just giving them more ammunition.
After debuting a more mature style for her Karma music video, where
she's not more mature, she's clapping back at haters. If she was more mature, she would block them.
She ditches the rainbow colors for a dark kiss-like new look. The artist pushed back on criticism for rebranding her image.
Why would you want to be like Kiss? The most creepy band ever. Anybody that's a Kiss fan can not listen to my show. Worst band ever.
In April, E! News spoke to the artist at the 2024 iHeart Music Awards, where she opened up about her new era and people being afraid of change.
Her new era because she's no longer a teen star, so she has to copy a band from 50 years ago that's more relevant than her. What a brat.
You were talking a lot recently about sort of leaving the adolescent era behind and moving into a more adult era. How has that been going for you?
It's been fun. It's been.
So she's dressed up like Gene Simmons, like she's got the whole Kiss thing on.
Criticized, that's for sure. And
how do you think that is?
People are afraid of things they don't know. Things can be scary.
No, it's because people don't like you because you're a known brat. You're a Gen Z Ellen DeGeneres.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
I can't stand her. I do not like JoJo Siwa. She just seems like a terrible person. What song do I feel like playing? By the way, 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me. Ryan Hoppe Radio at gmail.com. All right. Here is Bionic. Let me see here. By Defari. We'll be right back.
$6 million's what it cost them to put back together that cat Steve Austin. Now the far right is bionic. Over 6 million tracks with 10 million topics. I'm fiber optic, crystal clear with my projection. Whack MCs get clothesline when they walk across my intersection. They need protection, some guidance, some right direction. A job center with application for a new profession. Never set for nothing less. I blaze contests and set shop for paydays. In strange ways, life twist and turn. Word to gangstar in this business, Skrilla hard to earn. I format attack, new knack technique. Speak with a passion on wax and tape and CD. Mad niggas front for paper and switch like a bitch, in and out like a crossfader. All I know is how to rock shit. They say the hotter the MC, the hotter the spot is. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right here to lock shit down. See, I got books of lyrics on deck like Tash. Pocket full of cash, ready to bounce, roll and splash. C2 and hash, pro tour in the masters. Grab the mic, flex my wrist and hit like Sampras. Handle this, make you believe like an evangelist that real MCs are coming to reclaim Los Angeles. And hence I stand a chance to finally get my time to shine in the Golden State, like Spreewell out the halftime. This beat is hot, it make me lock like astronaut. Make K. set that shit for my peoples when we blow spots. Pause. freeze. My steeds rose like E's, V12 trees and 7 C's. If you didn't know, champ, the far right hand rules the lowlands, brother. From the liquid can, it's the coming of the bionic. The far right hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right hit a lock shit down. MCs get damaged like civilized to savage. Sharp lyrics cut deep wounds. These niggas need bandages. They can't handle this Los Angeles relentless pressure. Full court, measure for measure. I'm like Patino, a game plan Gambino. Every verse starts with defense first, like a casino. Every minute, every hour, I use brain power. For Mr. Space Shuttle Challenger, I devour. I tower like Eiffel, bust all verses like rifles, bust all bullets through flesh, unless you're wearing a vest. And even then, I still enter the human form of a splinter. The summer, fall, spring, and winter. Liquid crew member, champion contender. Holy like the month of December. The rhyme prototype. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right hit a lock shit down. It's the coming of the bionic. The far right hit a lock shit down. It's the coming.
What is it?
It's of the bionic.
Oh, yeah.
Far right hit a lock shit down. It's the coming.
What is it?
Of the bionic.
Oh, that's right.
The far right hit a lock shit down. It's the coming.
What is it?
Of the bionic.
Oh, yeah. This following segment was brought to you by Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com.
Lock shit down.
And at checkout, use keyword Ryan20. RYAN20 to save 20% on the best protein powder pre and post workout around.
The far right hit a lock shit down.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
From Chicago to Cleveland to Tampa Bay, you are plugged into Happy Hour.
And now for something completely different.
Oh, my mic was off. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. You can always call the show. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me, at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. You like the circus music? Getting the party going. All right. Enough. Let's see here. Rapper Waka Flocka kicks Biden supporters out of concert. We're going to party right now for T24. All right, man. That is a weird thing for Waka Flocka to do. Wouldn't you want all fans? All right, here's the clip of Waka Flocka kicking people out.
Voters to get out. See ya! All my Joe Biden voters to get out. See ya! I'm gonna holler at y'all. We're gonna see y'all at the bingo game. We're gonna party right now for our President T24, man.
Man, Waka Flocka has not been relevant in 11 years. No wonder he would do something like this. No one really left because I bet they're like, whatever, I want to hear your average music. I can't really play it because of the copyright. 856-49-HOPPE. It reminds me of high school, just partying. What do I feel like talking about? It says right here, this is an interesting one. Ex-Howard Stern Show star pleads guilty to battery. And it's this girl named Elisa Jordana who dated Benji from the Howard Stern Show. And I love how whenever anybody who's ever been on his show, like if it's a whack packer or like a comedian, I love whenever they get in trouble, they put in Howard Stern's name, even though she hasn't been with the show for like 12 years. Like, it's got to be so annoying for that guy that, like, yeah, you bring people in, but then, like, they're forever attached. Elisa Jordan put her legal troubles behind her, copying a plea in her battery case, but officials will take a look at her mental health as a part of a deal. The former Howard Stern show star, I don't know if she was a star, takes a plea deal in May, receiving 12 months probation, 45 months of community service, anger management courses, and a small fine. The judge also ordered Jordana to undergo a mental health evaluation and receive any treatment that they recommend. This is because of her live stream back in April where she and Bahram Alapur, her then fiance, get into a physical altercation with her hitting him multiple times on Instagram Live. She was then booked for simple domestic battery. She said she apologizes for the actions, but says she blames the whole thing on him. Because you're a sexy sociopath. That's the problem with beautiful girls that are sociopaths. It's never their fault. Here's the thing that drives me nuts too. If this was him hitting her, he would have gotten such a bigger sentence. But, oh, you're a pretty girl. It's such a double standard when it comes to people beating up each other. Whenever a woman beats up a man in a relationship, here's this sociopath talking about what happened. And by the way, the other thing that I find fascinating about this case is the fact that she's always having to date these really rich men because you're worthless. You're a nothing. You're a zilch. You're a nobody.
I was seeing a therapist anyway.
Yeah, you should because you're a sociopath.
And I decided to do a couples session and she was open to it. So I brought him in there.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm making so much money off of this crazy bitch. I bet they look at her and she's like, whatever. I'm spending the guy's money on this.
And he was bragging the whole time.
like you've never bragged. You're such a humble woman.
Talking about like how much money he made and
but you're with him for the money. Crazy bitch.
Like his accolades. Like that is not why I brought him there. I was hoping that we could talk about like our relationship and our plan.
You're with him for money.
We filled out a marriage.
What is there to talk about? You're a money-grubbing imbecile with no talent. You clinged on to Benji from the Howard Stern show for attention, and then that left. You're a nothing. You're a zilch.
License. And we planned the day to do it via Zoom, and I canceled that day. We canceled it like 3 times.
Yeah,
I didn't feel
why?
ready, and I was really scared.
I'd be scared too if I were you. You're a clinical sociopath. It's this thing that like crazy girls can be fun and bad. They can be adventurous to date. But the arguments of when you date a crazy girl, I'm telling you right now, boys, it's not worth it. You look at her. Yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah, she's probably amazing in bed. But she's only dating people that have money because she's a money-grubbing, clout-chasing sociopath with no redeeming talent besides her looks. And even then, you're starting to get past your prime. Elisa.
And somehow during the session, I had his phone and I was like looking for something else. And in his phone was like just a lot of bad stuff, like text to other women.
Yeah, you're dating somebody for money, and you have a repulsive personality. Of course, he's going to cheat on you. I don't cheat, but if I was that guy, I would cheat on you too.
Venmo, deposits to women.
If you're having deposits to women, that's what your relationship was.
And
bitch.
And I knew he was doing that before, but I definitely didn't think he was doing that during our relationship because he was.
Oh, again, the same thing I said earlier about the things I saw in past relationships with me. If they do it in previous relationships and it's a red flag, they're going to do it again. You're no special, honey. You bring nothing to the table.
So busy calling me. I thought, how does this guy have time to call me all day and all night and watch my stream for 6 to 8 hours and then have people on the side? I just didn't think that was possible.
You know, when you're sleeping or you're at the gym?
In that scenario, Like turning on the live stream is, to me, so to many people, it's the worst thing on earth to do, right? Like a lot of people would say that now because of what happened. But imagine I did not turn it on. Imagine I did not turn on that live stream and the same thing happened. I could be dead right now.
Give me a break. You're the one that hit him. He didn't hit you, bitch.
Thrown in the road I was thrown
like he got mad and attacked her, but he had to restrain her because she kept hitting him. Oh, stop it. This is why you got to be careful, boys, when you're dating a sociopath.
Out of my car onto the road. And
you know how good the sex is with a sociopath? It's great. But you know what else is good? Getting lube and watching porn and not having this craziness in your life. It's not worth it.
And strangled. And my hair, I don't even have any hair.
But you hit him first. It wasn't right that he grabbed you. But look, he didn't get charged. The authorities didn't think that. Because you're crazy. You're a nothing. Again, you're a zilch.
I want to show you this. This is my hair. My hair, if you watch that video, my hair is being like,
yeah.
I don't know if you noticed it, but like back and forth, like I had to, this is my hair. And
it shows pieces of her hair. Oh, wow. Why'd you hit him then? Take no accountability. I'm tired of listening to this broad. Ridiculous. This also repulses me.
Happy Hot Topic!
Many Americans are recovering from binging on hot dogs over the 4th of July, but perhaps none more than our next two guests. Patrick.
Oh, the hot dog eating champions. Oh, you're repulsive morons.
Bertoletti ate 58 hot dogs to win the Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest on Coney Island, while Mickey Sudo downed a women's record 51 dogs to win her 20th title. And Patrick...
Thinking about girls eating that many hot dogs is disgusting. Girls don't poop in my book. I know they do, but...
And Mickey joined me now along with Major League Eating President Richard Shea for more. Patrick, this was your first time winning the mustard belt. How are you feeling?
You only won because Joey Chestnut wasn't there. It's like Michael Jordan retiring and being like, oh, I won, you know?
This is great.
I swear to God, how have the cable news and the networks not figured out this delay? We literally have AI, but we can't get rid of the, hey, how's it going? It's going good. I mean, that delay, it's not 1999.
This is great. I feel excellent.
Why?
Even despite eating 58 hot dogs, you still feel excellent?
Yeah, I'm going to take a break from eating hot dogs for a while, but...
All right. Cool, bro. He even looks not that happy to win. Like, he knows he's a runner-up. I'm looking at the footage here.
Still love them, and yeah, feel pretty good.
Whatever. We're going to move on. 856-49 Hoppe. I have that saying, if I'm bored, you're bored. Nationwide discount retailer with 1,400 stores sparks fears of mass closures as it mulls bankruptcy, and that is Big Lots. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't know a lot about economics and whatever, but I was alive in 2008. Some of my audience was maybe 4 years old because we have a huge audience of 18 to 34. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that all these stores going out of business and that this is a repeat of 2008, and I'm very, very afraid. Comedian Matt Rife says it's over with his girlfriend, Jessica Lord. Comedian Matt Rife and his actress/dancer girlfriend, Jessica Lord, have broken up with direct knowledge from TMZ. We're told the former couple actually called it quits back in March, and the split was amicable with no hard feelings. Since the split, our sources says that Matt Rife has not been dating. Instead of looking for love, has been focusing on his stand-up tour. Good man, because number one, you got all the MILFs that want to hook up with you at the shows. And I find Matt Rife funny. He's not like 10 out of 10 funny, but he's good. They started dating in June 2023, so they only made it 9 months. They had originally met in Mississippi in 2022, but Jessica had a boyfriend at the time. Ooh. Matt Rife was the side piece. Man, if I'm that boyfriend that she cheated on Matt Rife with, or that she cheated on her boyfriend with, that being Matt Rife, all of a sudden I'm probably going karma, because Matt Rife probably cheated. Now, I find this is the next topic. I find the morning shows on TV to be repulsive. All the shows that are like the Today Show, Good Morning America, blah, 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 da, da, da. I know I play clips on it, but when they have the banter of like the two women going blah, 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 it reminds me of that clip of Family Guy where they say, here's the view, and it's a bunch of cackling hens. This right here is repulsive.
So I think they try to plan it out.
So Hoda has a wardrobe malfunction on TV.
Can't. The bra's not working. The outfit doesn't work. Okay, the bra's too big.
I can't believe you're
the straps
hearing.
are too small.
Your hearing.
It doesn't work.
Your hearing.
I can't do anything.
I don't know why women like wear these outfits on TV that are probably not going to make a
Good.
Oh, I heard that stomach.
That
no,
stomach.
Davey heard that.
No, Davey, did you hear my stomach?
Kinda.
You did?
Jenna Bush, how does it feel that you have, as a father, one of the worst presidents ever?
Everyone heard it.
It was
She's so cute, though.
strange noise, I have to admit.
It was unusual. I wasn't sure.
But why did my stomach make your dress fall off?
Natalia.
Wow, riveting TV. If you haven't seen the clip that I'm about to play it as we go to break.
Hey, Stewie, 3 o'clock. Time for The View. No, not again! Let me out of here! I can't watch another second!
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Happy Hour will be right back.
People ask why I go and all that. Because I want to. What song could I play? I want to play a banger. Looking at my list of music. For all the info on Hoppe Hour, go to RyanHoppeRadio.com. Here's a song from 2007. Now, if you don't want to listen to it, you can skip forward 4.5 minutes, but it's How to Act with DJ Ferris, Shauna, Lil Scrappy, Rich Boy, and Paul Wall. That is so 2007.
Suck this, swallow that. I don't know how to, I don't know how to act. 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 I don't know how to act.
I bet I got a hit without no dame. I bet your baby daddy wanna get my pain. I bet you my whip look better than yours. I bet you my chips stack bigger than her. I bet my whole team could fuck your bitch. I bet your whole bling can touch one whip. We don't know how to act. They say we don't go with love. And when we hit the club, don't nobody will go with us. They know we got them chopper, them automatic K. You see them yellow bottles, they brought them by the K. So when you think of stepping, you better do it twice. I hope you got your weapon, cause you can die tonight.
I don't know how to act. 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 I don't know how to act.
Your boy Lil Scrap.
I don't know how to act.
Ease
I don't
up.
know how to act. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. I
You know what I'm talking about?
I
I stay strapped, bitch, I'm strapped. What the hell you talking? Shut don't get your jaw tapped. Yo, this'll be the reason that your face is in your lap. All they talking with no walking, little homie, that's a rap. I be on Jamaican shit, them hoes call me Sharper. If you feel it, frog your leap, I'll skeet you with the llama. In front of your door, smoking posted with the chopper. Yes, I demo crack, I demo that shit to a rocker. Bitch, I'm grind, militant mind, gangs. Nigga, I know how to tote that. And rats, yeah, I know how to handle that. Make them suck this, swallow that. I don't know how to act.
I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act. beautiful. Yes. You see the wrist, it's super lit. Mr. NEWMONY. I'm selling everything, what you wanna buy? You nigga run your mouth too much, you know that bad business. I do you hard nigga wrong like Dennis the Menace. Go and check my resume if you want the truth. My rap sheet downtown, I can show the proof. My mama asked me why I buy a car without a roof. I told her mama that's the new 550 coupe. Number one rule, never talk to police. I don't understand me, no speak no English. See my caprice on the bigger shop tees. Niggas wanna kill me cause I'm riding 33s. In my leg, drink a leg with my body shades. I don't know how to act, so let them make me anyway. Special house, TF, T-Ferris, DJ Ferris, expensive taste, Pow Wow, baby. I hear these boys talking, but they ain't saying much. I see these boys sipping, but it ain't that purple stuff. From start to finish, apple gloss, peanut butter guts. My money talk for me, I ain't gotta say too much. Johnny Jane got me shining like a light bulb. Money in my mouth, nice grill, ice cold. Tipping down and crawling slow. Pieced up that Glock, I told Jackers trying to wipe me down, but not today, I'm on my note. I got a wrist and I got a fist full of rocks. Earlobe, mouthpiece, neck, wear watch. Diamonds everywhere and all the ice top notch. Famous stars and straps, think it rain mean, just watch. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to act.
Oh, sure.
I don't know how to act.
Got it.
I don't know how to act. 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 I don't know how to act.
Yeah.
I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act.
All right. Enough of that. This filing segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. When I tell you that he is the best MMA trainer in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. He's over at 2800 28th Avenue North in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need, Amir will hook you up. It's at amiracademy.com.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
And now, back to Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
And now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. And I got a quick favor. I don't want to over promote it, but I want to discuss it a little bit. Now, from 2015, when I first moved to Tampa, to 2023 last year, I have been nominated as Best Local Podcast in Tampa Bay by the Creative Loafing, and Best Radio Host in 2022. I won in 2015 and 2017, and I would love to win again. Now, I don't want to over promote because there's some local podcasts around here that just have everybody begging to vote. But go to cltampa.com or Google Creative Loafing Best of the Bay, and under Best Podcast, put in Hoppe Hour. I would appreciate it. But if you don't, wow, we're having a malfunction. I just told you to vote for me as Best Podcast, and then my board's freaking out. I mean, the hell? I got to sell this thing. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773.
Wow! Happy Hot Topic!
So now we sit and wait, hopefully no more than 90 days to go for that hearing, and hopefully she comes home.
Savannah Chrisley is sharing a new update on Julie's release.
This is such rich people entitlement. The fact that this dirty, rotten imbecile, Julie Chrisley, might have a chance to get out of jail is an absolute joke. I'm sick and tired of the rich and elite doing this stuff.
On July 2nd, the 26-year-old takes to her Unlocked podcast to give her fans an update on her mom's vacated 7-year prison sentence for tax evasion and bank fraud, and that she's, quote, hopeful her mom will return home soon following.
But she committed a crime.
A court-ordered resentence.
So now we sit and wait, hopefully no more than 90 days to go for that hearing, and hopefully she comes home. Because
why?
As the government said, they could not, well, the appeals court said they could not find the evidence used to convict mom. And so mom will go get resentenced. Hopefully she comes home. If she comes home,
oh, because you're a little millennial and you miss your mom. Like, I know you miss your mom, but she committed a crime.
oh my gosh, life will be so much better.
On June 21st, a 3-judge panel of the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals upheld the convictions of Julie's husband, Todd Chrisley.
Good. That loser thought he was on top of the world.
Who was sentenced to 12 years in prison, and their accountant, Peter Tarantino. However,
can you imagine being their accountant? That must suck.
The panel found that the original trial judge had miscalculated Julie's sentence in 2022. The judge's ruling, obtained by People magazine, indicated that while Julie was held responsible for the entire bank fraud scheme that began in 2006, there was insufficient evidence to prove her involvement prior to 2006.
Called the rich and elite getting away with things. All right, what's going on with Jamie Foxx?
Happy Hot Topic!
Jamie Foxx is sharing more details about his health scare. In a video posted to X, formerly Twitter, the actor opens up to a group of people in downtown Phoenix, according to the Art of Dialogue, about moments from his undisclosed illness in 2023 that left him, quote, gone for 20 days. He tells the group, April 11th last year, bad headache. I asked my boy for Advil. Jamie then snaps his fingers and adds, I was gone for 20 days. I don't remember anything. The 56-year-old then shares that it was his sister, Deidre Dixon, and his daughter, Corinne Fox, that took him to the doctor where he received a cortisone shot.
To me, Jamie Foxx is an underrated talent. The song Unpredictable and Blame It was good. His sitcom was good. His acting's good. I like Jamie Foxx.
However, he notes that a second doctor saw him and said, quote, there's something going on up there. Jamie tells the group while pointing to his own head. However, as he continues in his story, Jamie stops himself from sharing too much, adding, quote, I won't say it on camera, but it was, trailing off with a shrug. As some
well, if there's no more info, then we won't play the clip. Now, I was born in 93, and in 2006, when I was 13, I realized that I identify as a heterosexual cis male, and Rihanna, Shakira, Hilary Duff, Mariah Carey were some of the reasons why I became heterosexual, and Vanessa Hudgens was another reason.
Happy Hot Topic!
Vanessa Hudgens is a new mama. The 35-year-old welcomed her first child with husband Cole Tucker, according to multiple reports.
I'm fascinated by this relationship because he's not like the most famous player or whatever, but he's a good-looking guy, and I wonder, not that they cheat on each other, but they literally seem like a couple that might not cheat. Like, if you have Vanessa Hudgens, you have no reason to cheat.
The actress and the baseball player were seen leaving Santa Monica Hospital on July 3rd together. But
and then the comments here say, is it a baby girl or a baby boy? It's not that it's not your info, but if they want to keep it private, they'll keep it private.
Child's name, sex, or birth date are not yet known.
Yeah.
TMZ was first to report the exciting baby news.
I wonder how Zac Efron feels about it.
The High School Musical alum announced she was pregnant at the 2024 Academy Awards by debuting her growing belly on the red carpet.
Oh, yeah, that belly was big. And other parts of her body got big, too.
The reveal came just a few months after Cole and Vanessa tied the knot in Tulum back in December 2023.
Mm-hmm. I would tie the knot, too.
Access Hollywood last spoke with the star after she won this season of The Masked Singer back in May.
Well, I'm glad she's doing well. What the hell's going on with Jason Derulo?
Happy Hot Topic!
Mm-hmm.
So I slipped during one of the back tucks and I landed on my head, breaking my C2 vertebrae.
Jason Derulo recalls a near-death experience. The singer shares how he broke his neck and almost died back in 2013, detailing the scary incident on the June 30th episode of Paris Hilton's I Am Paris podcast.
I was getting ready for my world tour, and I was working with this trainer, and he was like, today we're going to work on endurance, so I'll need you to do these back tucks back to back to back. He had me doing like 50 back tucks back to back, which is another one of the worst ideas somebody's ever had. So I slipped during one of the back tucks and I landed on my head, breaking my C2 vertebrae.
That's frightening. I wonder if during it he's like, Jason Derulo.
With Jason then describing the moment his life flashed before his eyes.
Yeah, as soon as it happened, I heard a big crack and I was just like, is this it? Like, is this how it all ends? And all the thoughts that you could imagine are going through my head at the time.
And when the songwriter made it to the hospital, he realized he was just lucky to be alive.
Get to the hospital and they take all these x-rays and whatnot, and then the doctor was like, well, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that you have a hangman's break, which is the same break that happens when you get hung, and you're still alive.
That's good. 856-49 Hoppe. What else is going on here? Let's talk about that alleged pedophile known as Oprah. Oh, the topic no one wants to talk about, the fact that she was touched when she was a kid, and a lot of times those people turn into pedophiles, and she was most likely on the log to Epstein Island and hung out with Harvey Weinstein. Oh, but she did nothing.
Happy Hot Topic!
A man who had cheated on his wife and he humiliated his wife on television in front of all of us and said to his wife, she's pregnant.
Oprah Winfrey sharing a moment of regret from her iconic talk show's 25.
I hated her show because it was, my mom watched her and Rosie.
5-year run.
Nobody should ever be in a position to ever be humiliated in my name.
I'm Oprah Winfrey.
What about your alleged victims?
And welcome to the very first National Oprah Winfrey Show!
People believe that what I, stand for, what the show stands for, is for goodness and light.
The media mogul's been saying it from day one, but as she explains on the Jamie Kern Lima show, Oprah's still haunted by the time she didn't live up to that promise.
Being a good lover to Gayle King?
The producers were so proud of themselves that they had the wife and the girlfriend on at the same time, and they had agreed to come on national television live and said to his wife, she's pregnant. Well, what you don't know is she's pregnant. And the audience gasped. I gasped. I was so hurt, and to this day, it is one of the most shameful things I was ever a part of.
Whatever. 856-49 Hoppe.
Happy Hot Topic!
Bronny, of course, the son of superstar LeBron James, set to sign a guaranteed deal. You got to give us the latest here, Will. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Rob.
Nepotism.
Good morning, all. If those reports that LeBron James Jr. is signing a guaranteed 2-year deal are true, that would be rare for a second-round pick. This whole
nepotism. He's not that good at basketball.
Thing, though, is rare. In fact, it's unique. A father and son playing together in the...
All right, I can't take the ass kissing. It says here, Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods were opening a saloon in Scotland. There's going to be so much infidelity there. And it seems like Justin Timberlake may be an alcoholic. It also says here, after Tom Brady's Netflix roast in May 2024, Patrick Mahomes distanced himself from ever doing it. Yeah, I wouldn't do it because A, you got your dumb brother. B, you got your drunken dad. You got your mom that makes it all about you. And you got your wife that I know you love her, but she makes it all about her. So yeah, that would be bad. I remember everybody when that came out, everybody was like, it was such a mean roast. I'm like, have we gotten that soft as a society that we're offended by roasts? I mean, come on now. Also says here, Randy Mahomes talks blocking thousands of people on social media. Yeah. I've blocked thousands of people on social media, but there are times I look and I see as much hate directed at me and my children. Sometimes I respond saying, you have a beautiful family, and I would never say anything ugly about your family without knowing them. Often they apologize, but I can't do that for everybody. Again, I get that people shouldn't talk about your family, but your family acts up. Your husband keeps driving drunk. Your son sexually assaulted a girl on camera. Your daughter-in-law literally always makes it about her. And then Patrick's just, the guy that keeps the family together. Without Patrick, that family would be nothing. Mm-hmm. Chet Hanks, white boy summer ain't for bigots. It's been twisted. Chet Hanks is hitting back at people using his white boy catchphrase to promote hate and bigotry, saying they warped his good intentions. He said, white boy summer is a lighthearted saying, as well as his song, which he describes as a celebration of fly white boys who love queens of every race. Yeah, Chet Hanks is kind of a wannabe black guy, so I don't know. Here's some audio.
Are there any marginalized communities you want to apologize to? I don't know, maybe the Patois community?
He says no.
Nah. I don't feel like I've truly done anything offensive, so.
You don't see it as cultural appropriation. You see it as like...
It's a white boy summer. People have... Not everything is racist and not everything is sexist.
A celebration of culture.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like social justice warriors can like go kick rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what his relationship is like with Tom. And he drinks his coffee and shrugs.
Yeah.
Good for not apologizing. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Now, when I tell people that I'm a Golden State Warriors fan, a lot of my haters go, and again, this is me responding to haters, and I just said not to respond to haters, like with Randy Mahomes and JoJo Siwa. So maybe I am a hypocrite, but I'm not. But people will say, oh, you're a bandwagoner. I've been watching the Golden State Warriors since 2007 when Baron Davis and them beat the Dallas Mavericks in the first round. And I love Stephen Curry because he is an underrated, not underrated, but people underestimated him when he came in the league. They said he was too small and that he would never make it because of all he does is shoot 3-pointers, and he literally changed the game. And then they drafted Klay Thompson, and I'm so sad that he left the team after 13 years. And then Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole, who was a good backup for when you needed to put Curry and Klay on the bench. And then Kevin Durant left because of Draymond Green. So Draymond Green is the type of guy that if he was drafted in Detroit, he would be nothing. He's been a great role player and one of the best defensive players of all time. But literally, he ruins everything. And then he goes on his podcast. It feels like Draymond isn't even playing basketball anymore to play. He's doing it so that he has things to talk about on his podcast. And I couldn't even believe he was on NBA on TNT because he had such a bias against Rudy Gobert, a player that he choked 7 months ago. Then he's on TV critiquing it. Get the hell out of here. Well, here's Draymond Green explaining to his son about Klay Thompson's departure on his podcast.
Well, by the way, Klay not going to be on our team no more. And he's like, what? I'm like, he going to the Dallas with Luka. And he's like, well, why can't we get Luka? And I'm like, it don't work that way. And I'll need you to teach you about the salary cap. Luka make way too much money for us to get Luka, but.
And maybe your son can teach you how to behave around people, you sociopath.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, he was so good back in the day. Now he's just a washed up idiot. I get it. He's talented, whatever. Here's You're Gonna Love Me by The Backwoods. If you don't feel like listening, you can skip forward 3 minutes and 47 seconds. We're going to come back, talk about Travis Kelce, Christian McCaffrey's wedding. We're going to play a clip from Adam Carolla bitching out Gavin Newsom on TV, the mayor of the governor of California, original mayor of San Francisco, and much more. Actually, let's play this right now.
Adam Carolla here. Governor, why did you shut the beaches in California during COVID?
Yeah, I think we all were working on information at the time. We had no basis of deeply understanding the virus. I think they did the same thing.
So you didn't know anything, so why'd you shut the beaches?
States like Florida.
If you didn't know anything, why'd you shut the beaches?
Well, we didn't know. Yeah, because people were concerned early in the pandemic. Information was coming out as it relates to how it was transferred, the disease, and people were cautious, trying to keep people alive. And I should say this,
so you didn't let them go in the sunshine and get vitamin
California
D
outperformed.
and exercise, so you shut the beaches. Okay. And you arrested a guy who was paddleboarding in the bay.
On health, wealth, and...
Yeah, any science behind that? Any science at all behind shutting outdoor dining? Why'd you shut down outdoor dining? Go ahead, go.
I love Adam.
Good to see Adam. Based on science you didn't have.
Adam Carolla's the man. And so is the Backwoods with You're Gonna Love Me.
What's up, show no boy? Yeah. Milwaukee, kick your feet up, nigga. Yeah. I'm coming down with the key to Decatur. East Atlanta slab rider, heavy grinder for paper. Yeah. City slicker, heavyweight in the game. Froze wrist and earlobes, heavyweight in my chain. Yeah. Hitting the game where you niggas be slacking. Got the drove for the low, that's what my niggas be sacking. My shell toes, pedal Chevys and bowls. White letters on the cutlass with my mahogany flows. I'm riding through oak curse, coated like Starburst. Candy paint glisten, looking greasy like Bratwurst. The dude on my jersey is gray at the seats. You rested in peace for snitching to Decatur police. Serving niggas with a ghetto subpoena. Got that 8-town stuffing back in Phillips Arena. I'm passing hoes like election plates and keep a broad on my squad who on Section 8. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. They gon' love me after this one, shout for real, man. All my trap niggas and drove smokers, even strippers, stay focused, pussy popping and rolling. Cause all I wear is hats with A's. Shopping at walls is white tees, Cartiers. Yeah. Jeans creased up, straight out the cleaners. Watch my George Jefferson straight in my southern demeanor. When they see me, when I speak my slang, everybody wanna know my name. I was born in Atlanta, raised in Decatur, where we push the sabers and blow like inhalers. Say he kinda skinny with a full-size Jimmy. Hey man, I got bras in different cities like gimme. They used to treat me like Urkel the nerd. Now they flock when they see my LeBrons on the curb. Look here, see my upholstery, it got women approaching me. Some look like they too old for me. TV's hanging appropriately. It's major way, baby. I told you gonna love me, pimple. Yeah. When you see me in the 6 tray drop, and I tell you that the price of the work just dropped. Yeah. I let the thing go pop. I caught Buddy round there snitching off to the cops. Yeah. And the gang don't stop. You try to see my dope, you gonna see this folk. Get it? I'm 31 and my rapping is done. I got $1 million company to run. Bitch. Cause I smoke like you, on me to some blue. I buy them, lick them, split them, roll them just like you. Yeah. In double XL, murder dog, the source on vibes. I'm rolling stones and late model rides, homie. I'm grand hustling, disturbing the peace. I'm so deaf, putting organized noise in the street. Yeah, I'm smoking earth tones, chong and cheek. You beat your meat at home while I bone you freak. Oh, told you, you gon' love me. Yeah, it's the backwoods, slapping through your back good. We got them things that'll make back good. Known to put them shiny things on the leg goods. Known to do it.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Say yeah, good. It's the
got it.
Wood slapping through your back good. We got them that'll make shit back good. Known to put them shiny things on the leg.
Yeah.
Known to do a little dance if they yeah good.
What is it?
Decatur.
What is it?
It's the shit, bitch.
Yeah, it is. This following segment has been brought to you by the best barber in all of the Bay Area, Rich Cayley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. Go there, sign up for an appointment. You can't just show up and go, "Hey, Rich, I want a haircut." No, you got to go to richkbarber.com. And at checkout, or not at checkout, but when you go there, tell him you heard about it from Hoppe Hour, and he'll hook you up. This is also being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com. The best, and I mean the best printing company in all of the Bay Area. I don't know if you notice this trend, but I only surround myself with the best. All right, here's the deal. We're going to come back, talk a little bit about Travis Kelce, and then get the hell out of here. Unless some news breaks, as it's July 5th, 4:31 p.m., even though it doesn't matter because you're listening in the future.
What everyone else is afraid to say, Ryan Hoppe will say for you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Tweet Ryan Hoppe at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Snapchat him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And email him anytime at ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Now back to the show. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Let's get into it.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Travis and Jason Kelce are taking a podcast break.
Yeah. You know what this is? This is Travis Kelce is whipped by Taylor Swift. And recently you had Jason Kelce saying F the royal family. And then you had Travis Kelce saying that Prince William's the coolest mother effer. And that doesn't really go with the brand of Taylor Swift. And it doesn't matter how macho you are, Travis. You are whipped.
On a recent episode of their hit podcast, New Heights, Jason revealed that the two are taking a step back from the show.
Because you're whipped and you're choosing a girl over your family and career. This is going to end well.
Due to his brother's football schedule.
Thanks for tuning into this episode. It's the end of season 2.
It didn't stop you last time.
Which I don't even know what seasons mean. We just do this show. All that means to us is that we got a nice couple months off from podcasting, because I guess in 3 weeks' time, Travis will be in the middle of training camp.
Yeah, literally.
Cannot wait for the NFL to come back.
And let me tell you, not enough time to do a podcast, especially the best podcast.
No, you do have plenty of time. This is because of Taylor.
In the world.
All right, now.
He's going to be busy focusing on football.
All right, enough of them. What's going on here?
We met royalty, guys.
That's right.
That's right. Got to meet Prince William.
Dude.
How about that?
Last
Your
episode.
Royal Highness. Dude, he was the coolest mother.
Travis Kelce dishing off.
Yeah, lines like that is why their show's over with. Not because of the football schedule. You were doing a show last year. It's because you're whipped by Taylor.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
I'm so sorry, Taylor. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I need attention. Please. All right. Hoppe Hour. It's about to end. Goodbye.
And like that, he's gone.
Yeah.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Happy Hour is now over.